Yo, what is good, guys? It is your host, the one and only Seisei Samurai, again with another part 2. What if Naruto had left the village instead of Sasuke? Now, I know it's been a long time since I last made this part, about 1 month ago, but hey, I'm back at it again, and yeah. Now, guys, I want to go ahead. I'm just going to try to keep this short. I want you guys to type down if any of you guys had, like, what was your guys' top 3 of your childhood? Like, what was the top 3 that you guys would normally play? As for me, the top 3 to me, even now, would be Beyblade. And I don't mean like the Blade Burst now, bro. I mean freaking the Metal Beyblade. Bro, if you guys watch Beyblade Metal Fury, bro, you guys are the OGs. If you guys had watched like the Pokemon Indigo League or heck even Yu-Gi-Oh, bro, then bro, you guys understood what I was going through. As that was my childhood right there. And that is like, bro, I cherish those moments, bro. I cherish those moments. I still got some of my old Beyblade collection here, bro. I'm telling you right now, El Drago, still MVP for me, bro. Still MVP. But besides that, also, like, you guys can just comment down really anything you guys are feeling. Type down Q or something. You just go ahead and type down really whatever on your mind or anything you really just want to type down there. As long as it's appropriate, because you guys know you guys can't really type inappropriate things down below. But still, you just wanted to go ahead and give you that out. Yeah, because honestly, it makes me feel more connected with my viewers, and also makes me feel happy to know that you guys are going ahead, and knowing that you guys had a good day. Because I'm happy that you guys had a good day. Like, come on now. And yeah, that's pretty much all I want to really say to y'all. But besides that, guys, I hope you all have a lovely day, as well as hope you guys enjoy this What If. As enough of me going ahead and doing this ginormous intro, let's go ahead and get started, why don't we? So, let's begin.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do?
Alright, guys, let's go ahead and get started with this What If, since, it's been a while, so let's begin. At this, we now go and see a meeting between all the Kages of said respective villages. Except you could see a ginormous tense feeling around each one of them. As on the other end of the room, we will see Naruto, and by his side we see both Mei and Gaara, as Naruto was just staring them down. Now at this, on the other side, we will see the Kage, the Kage, and also the Hokage, which was Tsunade, I believe it was A the Kage. And shoot, I forgot the old man's name. Sorry. If you guys can go ahead and type it down in the comments, that'll be very useful. But back to it. At this, they go ahead and stare down at each other while the Kage tries to intimidate Naruto. Naruto is not at all phased, as this is when finally the meeting begins. So at this, they need to discuss action about what to do with the situation. After all, apparently Obito was after the Jinchurikis, and they need to go ahead and find a way to stop him. After all, even though these Zetsus were not very powerful, there were still multiple swarms of them. And besides, even it doesn't matter how strong you are, there's only so much one shinobi can do. Which, by the way, guys, that's in the thoughts of the Kage, because yeah, I think us the viewers and pretty much prime anime viewers, of course, already know that, trust me, one man can stop a million-man army, bro. We could already tell that. But back to it. At this is when the Kage then speaks up, as he begins to actually saying that they need to go ahead and make peace with each other, stating that if they do not, they need to start banding together to take care of said threats. But at this is when Naruto goes ahead and responds. Sorry, but that is not necessary. I'm confident in our villages, especially since we're all working together on this one. I don't see any threat that could even possibly stand up to us, he would say. With such a cold tone, causes Tsunade to actually shiver to think that this was the same Naruto. At this will piss off the Kage as he stares down at Naruto as he then speaks up. Look here, alright? I don't understand, and trust me, I don't even care about your village. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. It's either you end up working with us, or we consider you the enemy, he states as he goes ahead and glares at Naruto, flaring up his chakra. He was not time for this bullshit. After all, his own brother was literally, his own brother was gonna go ahead and was already a target for this madman named Obito. And although even though he was not doing much, he's already showing enough ability and power, especially if he's controlling these Zetsus. At this, Naruto would stare down at the Kage with not even little bit of remorse. As it is when Naruto then says, well then, I guess there's only one way to do it. I mean, it was already my plan from the beginning, but I guess this speeds up the process. At this, Naruto would then calmly get up, as well as Gaara and Mei, as they stare down at each Kage. As it is when Naruto then says, then I guess we're enemies. Instantly blitzing into action, the Kage appears right in front of Naruto, trying to slam a fistful of lightning into his face, but this is when Naruto then vanishes right before he even gets the chance. At this instantly blitzing to action, Gaara will go ahead and shoot off a bunch of sand, which ends up wrapping around the Kage and slamming him into the wall, causing him to get pissed off. As this is when I don't know this Kage's name, but this for the Kage of the Stone Village would then go ahead and face off against Mei as he goes and throws this cube. Mei, already knowing how dangerous it is, would then jump away as well as she goes ahead and shoots off a stream of lava from her mouth, to which the old man had no choice but to dodge as well. That left Tsunade. And the Tsunade goes ahead and looks around as this is when Naruto would then appear right in front of her as he stares her down directly in the eyes. That the Tsunade would actually back away in fear. She then speaks to Naruto, telling him that she does not want to fight him. So Naruto goes ahead and looks at her for a while. At this, Naruto's eyes were red and slitted, as this when suddenly he'll then calm down as his eyes return back to blue, as he would then say, neither do I. At this is when Naruto would then calmly put a hand on Tsunade's forehead, as this when just like that, Tsunade was out like a light. At this, Naruto, and before you guys start thinking, no, Naruto did not, end Tsunade, because, nah. But due to the fact that Tsunade was one of the very few, even though she may have not known Naruto for long, she was at least kind to him, at least, in the beginning. Plus, it didn't seem like she had very much idea of the Jinchuriki status until after she became Kage, and even then, she didn't care. So this made Naruto have a sort of soft spot for Tsunade, of course. After all, it's not like, and besides, there could have been so many, like, if he had been a little bit more respectful, heck, she could have probably had trained him better than Jiraiya. And then, at least in Naruto's opinion. Like I said, even though I highly doubt that, but, yeah, I mean, shoot, it's the Sanin, bro. I'm sorry, but, like, I mean, honestly, it doesn't even matter what Sanin you're getting trained by, because, like, you're getting trained by a Sanin. Like, you're gonna be top ninja material. Well, as long as you work for it. But back to it. After putting Tsunade down, he will then calmly push her away from the battlefield to make sure she doesn't get hurt, as Naruto goes ahead and looks at her for one little moment, until suddenly he will then have to dodge once again a lightning fist from the Kage, who ends up appearing once again right beside Naruto. Damn it, coward! At this, Naruto goes ahead and chuckles. Right, I'm a coward, yet it's the simple fact that you stand no chance against me. At this, the Kage enraged even further, will then use a lightning lariat on Naruto as the attack actually hits as he goes ahead and slams Naruto directly into the wall. At this, everyone goes ahead and watch while the stone village's Kage would then chuckle as he then says, I have to admit, that's very impressive. At this, both Mai and Gaara all sit there just doing nothing, as this is when each one of them would then let out a smirk. Wow, I have to admit, those acting skills really are impressive. As this will cause the eyes of both other Kage to widen, as this is when Naruto would then appear right out of the smoke. However, you will see something surprising. As this is when Naruto would then have a sight directly at the Kage's necks. What could I say? I like to improvise here in a while. As the Kage goes ahead and stops moving, as if he were to move any further, he would literally get decapitated right then and there. How did you? At this, Naruto then says, like I said, you're weak. But I have to admit, you're slightly fast. It's just the fact that at this is when suddenly multiple clones of Naruto would then appear, each one of them having a kunai or like a different weapon, as they all begin to point at certain vital points on the Kage's person. At this, the Kage's eyes will widen, as this when Naruto would then say, it's just I'm also faster than you too. At this, now realizing the situation that was happening, this is when the Stone Village's Kage would then step in, as he goes ahead and actually gives off the mocking applause. Very well done. As this is when suddenly he will then go ahead and get a grin. As impressive as you are, I have to admit, this is something very exhilarating. Especially since the fact you have that face of that dreaded Minato. He would then say, as he goes ahead and looks at Naruto. Which, yeah, the Kage saw that Naruto had Minato's look, which even infuriated, it pissed him off even more, actually, as this made him even more willing to do this. At this one suddenly he would then bring his hands up as he would then form a small little cube. At this, Naruto looks at it with a raised eyebrow, as this one suddenly the cube would then envelop everyone in the room. At this, he goes ahead and chuckles at the end and says, I believe that this will be game, I guess. At this, seeing what was going to happen, Naruto instantly blitzes into action as he goes ahead and vanishes away, while Gaara and Mei instantly dodge, while the Raikage was actually taken out of the cube after Naruto had dropped him. At this, the attack went off instantly, pretty much disintegrating everything as it turned into particles, pretty much destroying the entire complex of the Kage Summit. So with that, there was literally now a ginormous hole in where the meeting was taking place. Now at this, of course the Stone Village's Kage goes ahead and looks around. However, he sees no sighting whatsoever. At this, he first thinks that they had fled, only to be in surprise as this is when suddenly he would then sense a ginormous amount of chakra building up. At this, he turns around only to realize that he was too late. Things had gone ahead and fucked him up, as this when suddenly he would then be in the presence of all three of them. Now that the Raikage was now sort of down for now, although he will be getting up later on, he was now left alone to face them again by himself. At this, as Naruto and each one of them prepare for combat, this is when Naruto then stops. But then again, what exactly is the point of all of this? You guys were the ones who decided to go ahead and treat me as a threat for not going ahead and playing along with your little games of an alliance. And while I'm okay with that and everything, you go ahead and start thinking as if my village was weak, as if I needed your support, thinking I was entitled to come to one of you guys for help. Don't make me laugh. At this, Naruto goes ahead and actually reveals the Renegon to the Stone Village's Kage, surprising the man as he backs away. But how do you? At this, Naruto goes ahead and scoffs, please. And to think that this is only a small bit of what I truly have in store. At this, Naruto began to release a pressure so powerful, it actually began to influence the areas around him, as his pure pressure alone was causing destruction around him. At this will cause both Mei and Gaara to back away from Naruto, as they never seen him like this. At this point, both the Stone Village's Kage as well as the Raikage, who had woken up at the time, realized just who they were messing with here. This man, heck, they can't even call him that. The power he was wielding, and by the way, guys, just to let you know, the power that Naruto was wielding at this point was something that they had not experienced not ever since the time of Hashirama. So the fact that they're going ahead and feeling this now, oh heck no. As they were now actually realizing who they were messing with, Naruto will go ahead and stare them down until finally he finally releases up the pressure, as he realized that he didn't even have to waste his time with these guys. After all, this guy, Obito was it? Naruto had felt a connection with this guy, and I don't mean like a friendly one. I mean one of pure hatred. I mean, after all, he was the guy who pretty much made Naruto life the way it was. Think about it. After all, he was the one who ended up killing Naruto's parents. He was the one who ended up releasing the Tail Beast. He was the one who ended up getting the Nine Tails sealed in Naruto himself. Pretty much everything that Naruto could have had, his smart, his normal life, everything he could have had was all taken away from him by this one man. As for the information he got, well, that was because of Kurama, of course. So instantly knowing who this man was made Naruto felt actually relieved, as he was finally going to make this man pay for everything. At this, Naruto goes ahead and stares down at everyone as he gives them one last smirk, as this is when he then says that this meeting was dismissed. As he goes ahead and walks off with Gaara and Mei by his side, as he decides that now he was about time he takes care of Obito. As we now turn our POV to Obito's direction, as he was currently seething in rage. Everything, all his plans that he came up with was shattered by this one Jinchuriki. This one brat. He did not expect things to go how they were supposed to be. He was supposed to go ahead, bring back everything. He was supposed to live the world that he was meant to be in. A world with Ring, bro. And to see it all come crashing down was devastating, as he felt immense amount of hatred. And the sad thing was, this time he couldn't get the Rinnegan, as remember, Naruto took that away from Nagato. So that means that this man had absolutely no any form of bringing back anyone. And also remember, Kabuto is dead. Remember that, Kabuto is dead. So yeah, I honestly have no idea where I'm going with this, because like I said, guys, it's like the fact that I took away so many key points and key elements of the story, that so much so I don't really see Obito's plan forming. At this, as Obito goes ahead and glares down, this one suddenly he will then, of course, once again try making a move. As we now move forward, as he was now jumping through the forests and trees that were around, he would eventually end up arriving at a clearing, as he tries to find something, anything. He was still trying to rack his brain about how everything went wrong, until this one suddenly his vision began to warp a little bit, causing him to shake it off. What? As this one suddenly, just like that, everything that had been around Obito would then vanish. He realized he was no longer in the forest clearing. At this, he widens his eyes in shock, as he couldn't believe what was happening. Wait, but where am I then? At this one suddenly a voice would then speak up. A place far away from home, as well as this will be considered your grave. At this, hearing a familiar voice, he can only go ahead and think, it can't be. At this, he will calmly look up, as he would then see the gazing eyes of a Naruto Uzumaki. Wait, no, it was a clone of him. At this, he could sense it. He could see like there was no chakra coils on this one. There was a little bit of chakra inserted into it, but not the chakra coils. At this, he goes ahead and grits his teeth. So what? You think sending a pathetic clone to take me on, do you actually have a chance? He says. At this, Naruto goes ahead and sighs. Oh no. I just want to make sure that you are trapped until I get here, he then says. At this, Obito wondered what he meant until this one suddenly, the area that they were in would then suddenly reveal multiple amount of seals around the entire area. What is this? He would then say. At this, he could feel it. He feels something is wrong. Like he doesn't feel anything wrong with his body or anything, but he can just sense something just went wrong entirely. But he doesn't know what. At this, Naruto then says, I told you this place will be your grave, and I will make sure of it. I recommend you start preparing yourself, because I'm coming for you. At this, Obito goes ahead and scoffs at this, as he goes and tells Naruto that even no matter how many times that this man tries to foil his plans, he will not stop. As this one, he will then try to warp away using the Kamui, only for it to fail. What? At this, he goes ahead and looks around the area, as he then begins to look at the seals. No way. At this, Naruto had created this. After his very first encounter, Naruto had analyzed pretty much everything he can gather from Obito. Sure, it seemed like nothing more but him flexing on him, but no, Naruto in that very moment had picked up everything on Obito. Not like almost everything, but enough to assess his abilities. Especially after he's seen him warped away, Naruto realized that this man was nothing more than a coward, someone who liked to run away. But if Naruto was able to go ahead and take away the very thing that allowed him to escape, well then, that was just one way to fix the problem. But then again, there were more fun ways, especially this. As Naruto had created a certain chamber. As he had created this chamber which pretty much stopped abilities such as things like that, like the Kamui, which allowed you to just phase away. It was as if Naruto had just done exactly what he intended to. He put a shackle on Obito, and now Obito was going to be left to rot here until his return, where he would eventually meet his end. As this, Obito looks at Naruto with pure rage. How dare you? You can't do this to me. But Naruto would then scoff. I will. And like I said, I recommend you prepare yourself. This will be your gravestone. And I swear, I'll make sure you feel every bit of pain I felt after what you caused, Naruto would say, as you see his eyes glowing red. As this when the clone would then poof. As Obito realized that he's gonna be stuck here. And he realized that if Naruto ends up coming here, he would eventually have to confront him. And even though he hated to admit it, If Naruto had as much power as he sensed from a single clone, then he had no idea just how powerful Naruto truly was. And that caused him to realize that now he would not be able to face off against Naruto. Not at full capacity, at least, without the Kamui. This truly might be his gravestone. As Obito goes and looks down, all he can do is prepare for the battle. As honestly, the only way he can see himself beating Naruto right now is if he was able to land at least a cheap enough hit or hit him hard enough to the point where he's incapacitated. So with that being said, it was now a race against time as Obito begins to prepare, as we see Naruto calmly walking back until he ends up receiving memories from the clone and has an eerie smile on his face. I'm gonna enjoy this, he would say as he begins to walk back with a little bit of pep in his step. After all, Naruto was finally gonna get part 1 of his revenge. As he goes ahead and actually, shows his red eyes, each one of them holding malice while he puts on a sadistic grin. As this is where I'm gonna end this part to the what if. I told you guys that now that I'm going ahead, and since due to the fact that I'm not getting I still don't got the program and everything, so I can start filming my videos. Some of my videos will be shorter than the others, but I would like to mention that this will be, after this part, the next part I make after this will be the last part of the series, as I'll be going ahead and try ending it there. So yep, and guys, just to let you know, after this part, after the next part for the series, I'll be trying my best to make sure that will be the end of the series. This series has gone on for 7 months. 7 freaking months. Still don't know how it even lasted this long, but yes, 7 months. And hopefully things go well. I mean, I'm of course gonna start writing it instantly because, bro, a series deserves an end, and this one deserves probably one of the best ones. Okay. Oh shit. Sorry. Ooh, yikes. Back to it. So yeah, guys, the next part for the series will be the end. Hope you all tune into that one. Thank you all for coming here and supporting the channel, as you guys are amazing. And besides that, guys, it is your host, Sage Stem right here, and I'm out. And holy crap, I have a massive headache. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and eat some food and lay down. Peace out, guys. Hope you have a good day.